Such a chatterbox to drive you out of your mind. Well, there's never been a group like this. Yeah, there's never been a group of friends quite like this. So hold on to your hats, Mr. Man, Little Miss. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Messy's Invitation by Roger Hargreaves. You might know that Mr. Messy was the messiest person on earth. He lived in a not very clean-looking house. He never cleaned himself. He never washes up, and he never takes a bath. Oh dearly! One morning, Mr. Messy woke up from his hammock. Ding! When he heard a ding-dong his front door, so he went to check out who it was. It was Mr. Stamp the postman. Good morning, said Mr. Stamp. I have a special invitation for you. Mr. Messy was excited to see what it was. He went inside the house to check out what it was from. It was an invitation to tea from Little Miss Scarebrain. Dear Mr. Messy, you have been invited to a lovely tea party. Also, be sure you are clean. From Little Miss Scarebrain. A tea party? This fun, thought Mr. Messy. I've never been to one before. Mr. Messy went out the front door and then closed it. Then he threw the paper and letter in the mud and then walked over to Little Miss Scarebrain's house. Before he started going, he grabbed one of his umbrellas with holes inside and stuffed it with yucky mud and then wrapped around with yellow stamped paper and then was ready to walk. He came to a sidewalk but didn't look before he was going. A car almost hit him. Look before you cross the road, said somebody who was driving. It was Mr. Rush. And that somebody yelling at Mr. Messy was Mr. Rush. Mr. Rush, said Mr. Messy. I don't know. That you. Where on the road? Where are you going? I'm going to Little Miss Scarebrain's house for tea, said Mr. Rush. Same, said Mr. Messy. Mr. Rush asked Mr. Messy to hop its butt off the ways. Mr. Messy put into dirty hands on the woodshed. Mr. Rush drove Mr. Messy so far that they early made is to Little Miss Scarebrain's house in a minute. Mr. Rush knocked on the door. Hello, said Little Miss Scarebrain. How did you get here? You invited us for tea, said Mr. Messy. Oh, said Little Miss Scarebrain. I forgot about that. And Little Miss Scarebrain left them all. Inside, Little Miss Scarebrain was getting everything ready and Little Miss Neat was making everything neat, but she was a little worried because Mr. Messy going to the house and she did not like having Mr. Messy at the tea time, but she had to deal with the messiness that he will make. Little Miss Neat was also more worried, and because she was more worried, she found that Mr. Messy was sitting in the chair next to her. Mr. Messy put his hands in all of the foods, and the food became dirty. Soon he began to eat one of the cakes. It had dirt, and he split it out of his mouth, and a lot of the cake landed on poor Little Miss Neat. I'm sorry, said Mr. Messy. Let me help you get the cake all. And Little Miss Neat refused because she didn't want to get any more messy. Off she went to take a bath. Little Miss Neat, asked Little Miss Scarebrain, why are you in leaving so early, and why are there spies all over you? Mr. Messy touched all cakes and cookies with her dirty finger, and everything became dirty for eating. And then he took a bite of cake and he said that I had their tongues splat it out on me, said Little Miss Neat. Poor Little Miss Neat had to leave. Don't be nervous, said Mr. Messy. I'll have you cleaning the cave spit on you. But Little Miss Neat said, and Mr. Messy started licking all over her. You just made it all worse, said Little Miss Neat, and then she laughed. And it was just Little Miss Carebrain and Mr. Messy left over at her house because Mr. Rush also left because he was worried that Mr. Messy was going to make more business in the house. Because you're the only one here, said Little Miss Carebrain. Do you mind hanging up my now curtains I got? Mr. Messy even put her muddy friends on the sunsets, and she became dirty on his left. On his way home, Mr. Messy didn't look before crossing and almost got ran over by Mr. Rush's fast car. Hello, did you hear me? Said Mr. Messy. Can I come for a ride? But instead of that, Mr. Rush threw a bug mud puddle and splashed him on the head. Ah! Mr. Messy even didn't care. Ah ha ha ha.
Who's acting clever, happy and strong? Naughty, neat, scatterbrained, or just plain wrong? What a crazy cool commotion. Listen, little miss. Oh yeah. Well, who's really funny? Who's greedy, who's small? Who's always in trouble? Who's bouncy, who's tall? Well, there's never been a group like this. Never this. Well, they're bumpy and bossy. They'll tickle you too. They're dizzy and forgetful, just like me. They got every kind of face, every kind of food. Sometimes so splendid, and sometimes so rude. Well, who's always nosy, who's full of sunshine? Who's such a chatterbox to drive you out of your mind? Well, there's never been